What if you could control panic before it starts? Imagine this. You're sitting quietly at home, or maybe you're in line at the grocery store, or driving your car, when suddenly a wave begins to build inside of you. Your chest tightens, your heart pounds, your breath shortens. It feels like the walls are closing in. That split second of fear, the whisper in your mind saying, "It's coming. You can't stop it." That's the moment panic begins. And if you've ever lived through it, you know, it's not just fear. It's your whole body sounding an alarm. But here's the question. What if you could step in at that very moment before the spiral takes hold? What if you could interrupt the panic before it swallowed you whole? Panic attacks are one of the most misunderstood experiences in human life. To the outside world, it may look like nerves, like something small. But to the one living it, it feels like drowning on dry land. Like your body has betrayed you. Like your mind has flipped a switch you can't control. But here's the truth. Panic is not weakness. Panic is your body trying, sometimes desperately, to protect you. And because it's learned, it can be unlearned. But before we get too far, pause for a moment. Click subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a like. Because here, we explore the what-ifs that can change the way you see your life. And if panic has ever knocked at your door, the next few minutes might be a lifeline. Now let's dive in. Panic begins with fear. Not always conscious fear, but a signal in the brain that says, danger. Sometimes the danger is real, a car swerving toward you, a loud, unexpected sound. But often, it's invisible. Stress building up, memories you haven't healed from, worries about tomorrow. Your body doesn't distinguish between real and imagined danger. The same hormones flood your system, adrenaline, cortisol. Your heart races, your chest tightens, your breathing turns shallow, and the spiral begins. Here's the twist. Panic feels unstoppable, but it lives in a window of time. If you can catch it at the start, you can change the outcome. Picture this. You're at work, sitting at your desk. A wave rises. You know the signs. Racing heart, shallow breath. Instead of fighting it, you pause. You place one hand on your chest, one on your belly. You breathe in slowly through your nose, counting to 4. You hold for 4. You exhale through your mouth, counting to 6. And again. And again. Within a minute, your body begins to reset. The spiral is interrupted. Why does this work? Because panic feeds on shallow breathing. Fast, short breaths trick your brain into thinking danger is escalating. But slow, deep breaths tell your nervous system, you are safe. It sounds simple, but in the world of panic, breath is power. But let's go deeper. Panic isn't just a body reaction. It's also a mind reaction. The racing thoughts, the what-ifs. What if I pass out? What if I can't breathe? What if people notice? These thoughts fan the flames. But here's a technique. Name what's happening. Say to yourself, this is panic. My body is sounding an alarm, but I am safe. This will pass. Naming it doesn't make it pleasant, but it removes its disguise. Panic thrives in secrecy. Once you call it by name, it begins to lose its power. Another powerful tool is grounding. When panic rises, your mind wants to fly away into the worst-case scenario. Grounding brings you back to the present. One method? The 5-4-3-2-1 rule. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, 1 thing you taste. It pulls your brain out of the spiral and back into the moment. But let's be honest, when panic becomes frequent, these tools can feel like band-aids. You need daily habits that protect your mind before panic even starts. And one of the simplest daily habits is tea. Not just any tea, herbal teas that soothe your nervous system. Chamomile relaxes your body. Lemon balm lifts anxiety. Lavender softens racing thoughts. Passion flower calms the heart. 1 cup in the evening, 1 cup in the morning. It's not just a drink. It's a ritual. a reminder to slow down, to nurture yourself, to send your body signals of safety. And then there's prayer. For many, panic feels isolating, like no one understands. But prayer connects you to a presence greater than fear. When your heart races, whisper a simple prayer. God, I can't carry this. Take it. Fill me with peace. Prayer doesn't erase panic instantly, but it shifts the weight. It tells your spirit, you are not alone. And in that reminder, strength rises. Here it's the twist you didn't expect. The strongest people are often the most vulnerable to panic, because they carry so much for others, because they're always the dependable ones, because they hold their pain in silence. And panic becomes the body's way of shouting, pay attention to me. So what if you could control panic before it starts? It doesn't mean you'll never feel it again. It means you'll know what to do when it knocks. Breath, grounding, naming, tea, prayer. Daily rhythms that prepare your mind and body before the storm arrives. And here's the hope. The more you practice, the less often panic comes. Because your body learns safety, your brain rewires, and the switch that once turned on panic without your consent begins to fade. Imagine it. Living your day without fear of the next attack. Going to the store, driving your car, lying in bed at night, without that shadow waiting. Imagine freedom. Not because life is perfect, but because you carry tools stronger than panic. So let me ask again. What if you could control panic before it starts? You can. And it begins with one small choice, one small practice, one small prayer at a time. Before we close, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell, because the next What If we explore may be the key you've been searching for. And if you're ready to take one more step, check out our exclusive ebook in the pinned comment. Inside, you'll find tea recipes, chamomile, lemon balm, lavender, passion flower, along with simple well-being tips and supplement suggestions that support your mind and body naturally. It's not a cure, but it's a companion. A daily guide to help you walk with peace, not panic. Because panic doesn't have to own your story. You are stronger. You are held. And freedom is possible before panic even begins.